What is going on, y'all? This is Aubrey. With me, I got Brian and Elias. Mr. Lance is not able to make the live cell this evening, but just want to go ahead and say welcome to everyone. Hope everyone had a great Friday. The weekend is here. We got some great books to show you. If you're an Avs fan, Game 4 is going on. Well, is it Game 4 or Game 5? Game 5. I'm up on my games. Game 5 going on tonight. So hopefully the Avs can win it here. I do know they are leading the series.
Yep. 3-1 right now.
3-1. Yep. There you go. So.
Nazem Kadri coming back off that thumb injury.
What's going on, Sean? Seeing you jump in. So, that being said, it'll be Brian and Elias doing the live cell tonight. If y'all have any questions, y'all can always reach out to me as well. For those who know me, again, this is Aubrey. So, but yeah, Brian, if you want, or Elias, if one of y'all want to take it away.
All right.
What's up, everybody? It's Elias. Let's go ahead and get going here.
So just kind of, this is your first time joining us. We're going to be doing a claim sale. So with our claim sale, if we put out an Amazing Spider-Man book, claim ASM, claim Spidey, claim some SM, something along those lines, just so we can get an idea of what you're trying to claim. You might have a misfire with just a regular old claim. Just let us know something related to that title. You will be receiving invoices the beginning of next week from Lens or the Iron Lion. We'll be sending you one by email. If you need any information, go ahead and if it's your first time, go ahead and message me your info, name, shipping address, email, all those good things, just so we can go ahead and get those invoices out to you. Yeah, welcome all. Happy Friday. Go Avs. Let's go.
Go Avs.
Yeah.
All right, let's do.
What's up, Kevin? How's it going up there in Wisconsin?
Facebook is not generating names for some of the people in the chat, so sorry if I miss you.
It is because we are using two pages, because we use the Iron Lion Vault page and then the Iron Lion proper page. So we are streaming to 2 different Facebook pages, so that's why sometimes names do not pull up, depending on which page you're looking at. Yeah, I heard it's hot up there. What's up, Ryan? How's it going? From the AZ.
All right, so let's start with our first book. So I've got Tomb of Dracula, number 34. So if you want this book, just claim Tomb, Drac, something like that, just to make sure that we get you for that one. We got it listed for $8. This issue features Brother Voodoo. This one's written by Marv Wolfman. Wolfman writing Dracula.
Yeah, nice.
Funny thing that Lance was telling me about is the Comics Code Authority wouldn't let Marvel put the name Wolfman on their books. Like, they could credit Marv Wolfman as the writer, but they couldn't do, like, the Wolfman.
Oh,
so they would do, like, a Wolfman comic by Marv Wolfman kind of thing. Yeah.
That's a fascinating little tidbit. So yeah, $8 on this, the Tomb of Dracula number 34 by Marv Wolfman here. Just go ahead and give a nice good claim, Tomb, Dracula, something along those lines. We got some awesome stuff for you guys tonight. So.
There is a Tomb of Dracula special coming out on Disney Plus around Halloween this year.
Heck yeah.
They might use it to introduce Blade into
Yeah.
the MCU. I'd be pretty excited for that.
That'd be pretty exciting.
Because his first appearance, not in this issue of Tomb of Dracula, but Blade's first appearance was in this series.
So, what's up, Amar? How's it going? What's going on? Kevin, I hear you. That heat definitely keeps the fish away.
All right.
And then at the hour, we'll be doing a recap. I forgot to mention that as well. At the top of the hour, we'll be doing a recap. And then also at the end of the show, because we'll be running 2 hours tonight, we will also recap everything that wasn't claimed through the live sale.
Yeah, if we go a little too quick for you, no worries. Or if you ended up getting in late, we've only shown one book so far, but we'll recap it again so that way everybody gets a chance. Right, so we'll start with our next one. So I've got a giant size Fantastic Four number 3. It features an appearance of the Four Horsemen, earlier Fantastic Four book. You can tell by the 50-cent cover price. I'm not, off the top of my head, I'm not sure what year this one is.
Yeah, I would probably say like around the 70s.
Actually, I have it right here. I should read my notes. It's 1974 was when this issue came out.
Nice. Yeah, that's a great cover on that. Got the Four Horsemen in there as well, too.
This Fantastic Four movie coming out.
Yeah.
I don't think they've announced when that one's coming. I think it's next couple years or so.
Nice. Yeah, that was nice to see Jim come back as Mr. Fantastic.
Spoilers. If you haven't seen Doctor Strange yet, that's your fault.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We've given you plenty of time. Plenty of time to see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
I really enjoyed it. I like Sam Raimi a lot.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a Sam Raimi movie, but it's a little all over the place for me. It was kind of hard for me to follow what was going on, though.
It was a little sporadic. Like, just Sam Raimi had a lot of ideas that he wanted to fit into the movie.
Yeah, for sure. So, lowest Rotten Tomato MCU movie.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, guess it wasn't for everybody. That's okay. It was for me. I liked it.
Yeah.
Right. Alrighty. So we're going to throw down a Ghost Rider number 91. Came out in 1997. This one had a particularly low print run. I don't know what the exact number is, but you know those late 90 comics. Some of them they printed 1 billion issues of. Some of them got a really low print run if they weren't, selling super well. Has an appearance of Blackheart.
Yeah, because that's the end of that series, too.
Is this the last issue?
It's one of the last issues of that run of Ghost Rider.
Okay.
That's why there's such a low print run on that one.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just because it was coming to the end and a lot of interest had waned.
Oh, if you can't see the price tag, it is priced at $18. I forgot to mention that for that one. And if you want to get your hands on Ghost Rider number 91, just type claim ghosts, claim GR, something along those lines.
What's going on, Mr. Luke Barker? Got an hour to kill before those ads come on.
Brian, what is your opinion on the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider movies?
I liked them.
I think
For what they weren't bad.
they were fun,
Yeah.
I think.
Those typical 90s or 2000s-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when comic book movies were really trying to find their footing, like with Ben Affleck as Daredevil and that kind of stuff. Interesting tidbit of trivia for that movie is Nicolas Cage is such a huge Ghost Rider fan, he had to cover up his Ghost Rider tattoo so that he could play Johnny Blaze.
Nice. Nice, yeah. Luke agrees. He thought Nick Cage was solid.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
He's a
he's
great
a little
actor.
out there. A little out there, but he's a great person. I mean, great actor.
I haven't seen his newest movie yet, the one that I just did with Pedro Pascal,
Okay.
but I heard it's really good, so that one's on my list.
Yeah. Face Off. That's one of my favorite Nick Cage movies.
Nice.
That or Con Air.
There was recently Nicolas Cage did an Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and one of the questions was talking to him as if he was John Travolta. Because It's a reference to Face Off, if you didn't know, but who hasn't seen that movie,
Yeah.
right?
Luke says Pig was a good movie. Never seen that one. I don't think
I
I've
haven't
seen that one.
either.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that title. What's up, Chris? How's it going? Welcome and joining. Go watch it. Yeah, I'll definitely go check it out for sure. What streaming service is it on? That's the question of the days now. What streaming service is it on? It's like, who has cable anymore? Because with all the streaming services out there, you're probably paying just as much for cable.
Oh, we
as you
don't
would
pay for cable.
Yeah.
As I pay for Netflix and Disney Plus, and my girlfriend pays for HBO and Hulu. So we don't need cable because we got plenty of stuff. All right, so for our next one, we got a set. So this is Ghostbusters Year 1, 1 through 4. Got this one priced at $16. I believe it's the whole series. I think it was just a mini series for Year 1.
Yeah. Give them a look at that one.
Yeah, it was a retelling of the origin story.
HBO Max. Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, pull them out. Let's see what those
Yeah,
covers
let's take a
look
look
like.
at them. It's a little harder to see. It's like, here's just the first cover of a set of 4 books. Trust me, the other covers are really cool. No, you can't see them.
It's a mystery die. Gotta get on there.
I mean, I know we've done some of those before. We've done like the mystery and like Alex Ross variants.
Yep. Is that Slimer on the cover there too?
That's some kind of slime. So we got 16 on this set of Ghostbusters Year 1, 1 through 4. Did you see Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Yeah, I've seen it. I thought it was pretty good.
Lance was telling me about it. I have not checked it out yet, but I do love the original Ghostbusters. The first Ghostbusters is probably the movie I have seen the most amount of times. I have no idea how many. I used to work at a movie rental place, and one of the movies that they would have going on in the background was Ghostbusters while I was working. And so I have no idea how many times I've seen Ghostbusters, just through osmosis, just absorbing it from the background.
Nice. Not a bad one to absorb.
Yeah, I used to be able to quote it verbatim, just word for word.
Yeah. Afterlife is great. Yeah, definitely worth to watch. Kevin Wheeler said. Yeah, Matthew. Yeah, they make up for it in the Wi-Fi prices for sure. They don't, because they know they're everyone's streaming, so they're just gonna charge you more for Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So you can stream it.
Right.
No, it's a great time to be a comic fan. I mean, everything's just coming out on any platform and media format and everything. We get so much content daily.
Yeah, I mean, like, and it's so varied too, because like all the Marvel stuff is pretty much on Disney, and all the DC stuff is on HBO. But then like Netflix has a smattering of good comic book content. Amazon has their own stuff, like with Invincible.
The Boys, yeah.
Oh yeah, I always forget about The Boys.
Yeah.
Just because that was a series that I never thought would ever be adapted into anything.
Yeah, that first episode of the new season is well,
I've seen it. Yeah.
either you get the reference or you don't.
Alright, so we got Fury of Firestorm Annual Number 1 from 1983 by Jerry Conway. Asking $4 for this one. If you would like to add it to your collection, just type up Claim Firestorm, Claim FS, something like that to get it added to your
Collection
your collections. Put it in your long boxes.
Store it away from the sunlight forever.
I haven't really opened up any of my long boxes probably in about 3 or 4 years because I've moved several times since the last time I got to organize my books. So currently all of my long boxes are in my garage. I got some cool stuff there. I should dig those out.
Yeah.
So I have the entire run of Blue Beetle. I think it was like volume 4 or something. It was the one where they introduced Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle when he had like the mechanical suit, kind of like the Guyver.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite comic series, and it's getting a movie or a TV show. I think they were showing some production stuff.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Right.
And if you don't know, next weekend, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, the Iron Lion will be at the Denver Fan Expo. Come join us, come say hi. It's going to be a great time. I got to work Fan Expo last year on Halloween. Cosplay is fantastic. There's a great lineup for a bunch of artists. Jim Lee, Ryan Otley's going to be there. Kim Possible, the voice. With Fry from Futurama. They got
Billy
original,
West,
Billy West. The original Hobbits are going to be there.
All 4 of the Hobbits.
Yeah.
I bought my ticket to get a photo op with Elijah Wood like 3 years ago for Fan Expo Dallas, and now I'm finally going to be able to fulfill it.
Nice.
So we were talking about Ryan Otley. So we do have, since he's going to be at Fan Expo next week, so we do have a little bit of an oddity. So this is Solid Blood number 17. We're asking for 6 on this one. So the reason why this one is so weird, it's fairly recent. It came out a couple of years ago. Solid Blood 1 through 16 do not exist, and there were no books published after 17. So Robert Kirkman and Ryan Otley collaborated on a book that they had kind of been kicking around the idea for while they were doing Invincible. And so this is kind of basically just a taste of what that series would have been like if Ryan Otley hadn't signed his contract with Marvel and given us some really amazing work on Spider-Man, and he's currently doing Hulk. But yeah, it was kind of, it's a weird one if you want to, like, an excuse to talk to him, like, ask him about this book.
So it skipped all first 16 issues.
Yes, the
Came
idea.
out with issue 17.
There's a really interesting
and
interview.
then nothing after that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's, I mean, Image Comics pretty much would let Robert Kirkman do whatever he wants.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, there's a really interesting interview with Robert Kirkman about this book, because he basically frames it as if this book is from an alternate timeline where they made this series and somehow issue 17 made it over here.
Interesting. That's a pretty, it's a pretty wild book. Just kind of like one of those weird one-off.
It's also, the way that they printed it is not consistent with any of the stuff Image has been doing. Like, it's on, like, it's thicker paper stock for the cover, and then the interior pages are, like, newsprint stock.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. And Ryan Otley is one of my favorite comic book artists.
Nice.
I met him when it was still called Denver Comic Con. It was, like, their first or second year. I got to see some of his original Invincible pages. We talked a bit about Invincible and some of his other stuff. I bought one of his mini art books that was just like a bunch of monsters and stuff they had drawn. Really nice guy. If you're going up to Fan Expo Denver, I highly recommend talking to Ryan Otley.
Nice. Yeah, probably the line might be a little bit shorter than Jim Lee.
A bit, yeah.
Probably not by much, but
yeah.
if you don't want to wait for Jim Lee.
They're both on my list.
Yeah. Someone was telling me they bought tickets for Jim Lee. $150 for 3 autographs. You get like a print along with it, and then you get to do a Q&A with him as well too. So yeah, I don't know exactly where you get those tickets from. They were just telling me that they got tickets to see Jim Lee
I think
and get autographs and things like that with it.
I think you just buy them directly through Fan Expo's website.
Gotcha.
Is what they do, because that's how you get like the photo ops and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, those artists have to charge that kind of money for signatures, because otherwise they're going to just be signing books all day, and then they won't get a chance to see everybody. Thank you, Brian.
Yep.
along those, which is funny because a Denver Comic Con, Denny O'Neil was there, one of my favorite writers, and he wasn't charging for signatures, and he didn't have a limit on how much somebody could bring. So I had some issues with like the Question and Green Arrow and stuff for him to sign, and somebody just had a case of books for him to sign. It's like, oh, come on, please, he's so old.
Right.
Let some of the other fans talk to him. And this was a person like right behind me. Alright. So next we got, this is an interesting one. This was around the New 52 era. So we got a set of its Batman 66 1 through 12. Let me figure out a good way to display all of these. It is written by Jeff Parker, and Mike Allred did all of these covers except for 11. He did a ratio variant for that one. So if you want all Mike Allred covers, you had to get like the 1 in 25 ratio variant.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a solid series. It spins off of the Adam West Batman. The books typically go for like $6 to $8 a piece, is what we were looking at. Yeah, but for the full set, $60. Well, it's not the full set, but it's the first 12 issues. For $60 is what we're looking at. So if you want that one, just type up claim Batman, claim 66, something like that, just so that way we know what you're claiming, and we will get in touch with you for paying for that and shipping it out to you.
Yeah, and free shipping over $75 or more.
Yeah.
Just a little tip back, especially when you're buying big runs like this too.
Yeah.
Free shipping will definitely help out.
Honestly, it would probably be cheaper to get up to 75 than to pay for 12 books plus shipping.
Yes. Heck yeah. It's kind of like the Batman 89.
Yeah. I really like the cover on number 3. He got Adam West's likeness so well.
Yeah, for sure.
Love Mike Allred. I think he's currently doing some more mutant stuff that's coming out this week.
Okay. Like some X-Men stuff? Or?
Yeah, because I mean, like one of the bigger series he did, I believe it was during the 90s, is he did like X-Force, and then he did Ecstatics, which spun off of his X-Force series. So if you can find those books, solid run. I really recommend it. Or the Omnibus that weighs like 35 pounds. It's a brick.
Not one to read in bed, I guess, huh?
No, wouldn't recommend, especially if you're dozing off and it slips.
Falls and hits you in the head.
Yeah.
What's up, Daniel? How's it going? All the way from Indiana. How's it going, brother? Ernesto, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, you know, actually, there was one. Perhaps. No, we're gonna wait on that one.
So, thank you guys all for joining us. Welcome, welcome. Gladly have you guys here on this Friday night. We greatly appreciate you. We know you're all on vacation, things like that, and watching the Avs and getting excited for tonight.
Alright, so for our next one, we got Incredible Hulk 124. And if you can't see the price tag on there, which I doubt you can because of the lighting, we're asking $18 for this. So if you want to have a claim Hulk, claim IH for Incredible Hulk, something like that, to add this one to your collection. It features an appearance of the Rhino, as you can tell. It's from 1970. It's fairly early Hulk.
Nice. And the condition looks pretty good on that from what I see, too.
I am not certified CGC
No,
to tell you what kind
you
of
get
grade it is, but
yeah.
it's a nice looking book for how
Yeah.
old it is.
Give them a little look-sees at the corners and edges and
Yeah,
stuff like
let's
that.
take a look.
an idea. So yeah. All right, Matthew Collins. Thank you for the first claim tonight.
All right. I'm getting that Hulk.
All right, thank you, sir.
Brian?
All right, Matthew. Since you were our first claim of the night, we're gonna do something nice for you, for showing how all these folks out there how it's done. We'll get you this Lady Thor thrown in there for you.
It's a Jane Foster Thor Peach Momoko variant.
Heck yeah, that's a beautiful cover.
Peach does. It's like every week I feel like there's variant covers coming out that Peach is doing. Peach
I
is
don't
doing
know
a lot.
She does a lot. When she's on, but sometimes when she's not, she.
I've seen a couple where I'm just like, I don't know if this is for me, but I've
Yeah.
also seen some that are like, wow, this is excellent.
Yeah.
There is a Peach Momoko variant for Iron Cast that comes out on Wednesday of next week. That one's pretty solid.
Nice. Welcome, Mr. Ashmore. I haven't seen you in a while. You've been hiding out on me.
Right. So next one, I remember this series. I was working at a different comic shop when this series hit the shelves. Captain America Sam Wilson #5, written by Nick Spencer, who I also met at Denver Comic Con the year that he was there. I had a stack of books for him to sign. Really enjoy Nick Spencer. His books are always on point, and his sense of humor is fantastic. Superior Foes of Spider-Man is great. The Fix was the series they did for Image Comics. It's kind of like a Ocean's 11 style story. So this one is interesting because it's the first appearance of Joaquin Torres as Falcon. So Sam Wilson at this point is Captain America, and then Joaquin Torres as Falcon. So we're asking for 25 on this book. So if you want to type in claim Cap, claim CA for Captain America, add this one in your collection. I think this one might actually be in my long boxes. I'm pretty sure I was picking up everything that Nick Spencer was putting out at that point.
Yeah. Also, his Kindred run on Amazing Spider-Man was a little lackluster for me.
Yeah.
It just felt a little. I don't know. Never got to the point. Like it said a lot, but never really made it. Like got to the point.
But that wasn't Ryan Otley doing the art for that?
No. Patrick Gleason did some.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I know,
I think Otley did some of it too.
yeah, they were like alternating artists. It was like
Yeah.
Otley would do 6 issues and then Gleason would do 6 issues. And probably so they didn't wear them out because Spider-Man was coming out twice a month.
Yeah. I don't know if you're Jack Kirby, you could write, draw, and do covers.
Man,
7 of them a month.
nobody's Jack Kirby but Jack Kirby.
So, yeah. Go ahead and claim Captain America. You know, I mean,
Number 5 in the run. It's the first appearance,
Yep.
key issue. 25 on that one. Oh. There we go. It's my first time doing it. Well, I saw Lance do one 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
No. Luckily, I got Brian here to show me the ropes.
Yeah, and if you don't know, this is Elias. He is a new addition to the Iron Lion here. He is working with, alongside Mr. Lance, prepping all these awesome books for you guys every week. Yeah, I know we've had some technical difficulties and then vacations and things like that kind of put the live sale on hiatus, but we're trying to get back in full swing. Next week, I don't believe we're going to be doing one because we will be at Fan Expo as well, so...
Come and see us at Fan Expo. Get some books, meet some people, get them to sign those books.
Yeah.
rates.
People thought Homelander was the hero. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, they kind of set it up. If you didn't know ahead of time, I guess I could see you falling for that.
Yeah.
I imagine that like a lot of people who watched the Boys TV series had not read the comics.
Yeah, I heard the comics get pretty graphic and pretty.
They get pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I typically like Garth Ennis' stuff. That one is not for the faint of heart. Really, most of his books. Preacher, The Boys, especially not Crossed.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got a Defenders #1. This is a 1 in 25 ratio variant. For 20 bones. So what that 1 in 25 ratio variant means is that a store would have to order at least 25 copies of this book to get 1 copy of this cover. So if they wanted 4 copies of this cover, they'd have to order 100 copies in total of this book.
What's up, Jason? Welcome.
The Marcos Martin variant cover, I'm not familiar with that artist.
I'm not too. Matthew Collins claiming that Sam Wilson, Captain America.
Alright.
Had a little time to marinate on it. Matthew Collins,
It's
we
like-
got you on that.
Like, you know what? Actually, I don't want to let that one go. Somebody's going to snag that when they show it again. So, thinking we might see some Defenders in the MCU at some point.
Here's hoping.
I mean, I feel like they plant the seed so often. They're just like, hey, we could do a bunch of different like that, and then they kind of gauge the fan reaction, like some of the stuff we saw in Doctor Strange, and then they use that to base off of what if they should pursue that.
Yeah.
Kind of like, oh, what was the fan reaction to one of the cameos in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Should we keep that actor for that role, since that character is going to be in a movie later?
No, for sure. Yeah. No, it's a great price on that book. That we do a lot of research into these things, and we try to really give a good, fair price to you guys.
We do not pick the prices at random.
Yeah. We just have a giant board in our office, and we just throw a dart at it, and that's what we go with. So,
Right. Cool. Let's do another, like a mini set. Not quite like a full set. So this one is, so we've got Voodoo #1 and 2. This is the second printing of #1. As with, I believe, almost every New 52 book that had to go to at least 2 printings. It is, so if you don't know, Voodoo is a character from Jim Lee's Wildcats. With, Jim Lee being pretty high up there at DC at the time of New 52, they kind of started incorporating some of his original characters into the universe. We are asking for 5 for 1 and 2. And if you're collecting New 52, want to fill out that in your long boxes. I remember when New 52 started, it was such a crazy, huge thing. I was one of those people who was trying to get every single series.
yeah.
It's because they did some weird... They took some risks with some of them, and some of them really paid off. Like, Jeff Lemire's Animal Man and Swamp Thing was phenomenal. Everybody knows about that Batman run, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. With, like, how many quality books there were in New 52, and then that Batman series still stood like head and shoulders above all of those other books.
Well, Jason is like, I would like The Boys more if there wasn't such an anti-Christian bias. Personal preference. The last hour was pretty awesome. Yeah, if you just take it for what it is and just kind of enjoyed the story. I mean, set some of that stuff aside, and yeah, it's a pretty good series.
Yeah. I've not seen all of the TV series. I've seen some clips here and there. 'Cause I've read all of the comics, and there were some parts that were a little difficult to get through.
Yeah.
Let's do. Alright, let's keep it in the vein of DC. Not New 52. This is post
The
Rebirth.
old 52?
No, this is after 52. Alright. Got Teen Titans number 20. And that's alliteration right there. First appearance of the new Teen Titans. This has the first appearance of Crush, Lobo's daughter. This is signed by Bernard Chang. Signature was limited to 20 copies.
Nice. Dynamic
And
Forces.
there is a certificate of authenticity
Yep.
with it as well, number 16 of
Dynamic
those 20
Forces.
copies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all those things going on for this book, obviously, it's not going to be cheap. So we're asking for 70 for that one. Just want to take a look at the condition on that one.
The Dynamic Forces put out some pretty cool stuff every once in a while with some of these signatures and limiting them to a pretty low run on the numbers and stuff like that.
It keeps them really collectible when they
Yeah.
don't do like 250 signed copies. It's like, well, if I paid like $100 for it and 250 other people have a signed copy, is it really that special?
Yeah.
But no, they keep them pretty low. And I'm not. Crush is a fairly new character because I'm not really familiar with her.
I'm not too familiar with her either.
Lobo's daughter. Do love Lobo though.
Do you love Lobo?
The main man.
Yeah. If you haven't seen our shop, we have a rocking Lobo statue in the shop.
So cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's ginormous.
Go get your picture taken with it.
Yeah. I would keep it on my nightstand if my wife would let me.
As you just, as Lobo just lulls you to sleep.
Right. Yeah, we're an authorized sideshow and Hot Toys dealer. We have all sorts of rockin' statues in the shop. We're also able to order things for you as well too in the shop. So make sure you guys, if you're local to Colorado Springs, or if you ever just take a vacation to the Springs, come sit on the throne. It's definitely a destination.
Get your picture taken on the Iron
Yeah.
Lion throne.
So
Oh, no, I did not. Sean was talking about. So, DC related, I think. Have y'all seen the announcement of Sergeant Rock versus Evil Dead comic?
what?
Yeah, that sounds crazy. That's a lot of things that I'm into. I had not heard that. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome.
They haven't really been doing anything with Sergeant Rock recently. I want to say that there was a new 52 series that was like the grandson of Sergeant Rock in the modern DC universe or something like that. All right. So this one, got another variant cover. So this is Red Sonja, Birth of the She-Devil #2. So retelling of Red Sonja's origin story. This is the Virgin variant by Gerald Perel. I think that's how you say that. This is a Kirby's Comic Arc exclusive cover. It was limited to 500 copies printed. So this one we're asking for 24. Not 24, $20 for this book. If you want to claim it, you can type in claim Red, claim Sonja, claim RS to add this one. I like the clean covers.
Yeah.
They also look really nice on a wall too if you like get them framed or slabbed and hang them up.
Yeah. I'm gonna step it, moving into a new home this weekend, and definitely gonna be starting my nerd room.
Oh, very nice. You got a room set aside just for all of you.
Yeah. All my nerd stuff that I've just been hoarding and storing away, and gonna put up some UV, some tint on the windows or something like that to keep
Nice.
some of that evil sunlight away from my books.
Artwork. Yeah. All right.
Welcome, Henry.
Henry, welcome.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Andrew, I see you joined a little bit ago, but we're just chatting away. Welcome as well.
Right. Hear some background noise. That is David in our other recording room. He's currently doing breaks.
Yeah. He does sports next door.
Yeah.
We do a lot over here at the Iron Lion.
Yeah. Very multifaceted.
Yep.
All right. So we were talking about Nick Spencer earlier. So this is Avengers Standoff. So this is the first part of the short Welcome to Pleasant Hill. Or Standoff was the event. Welcome to Pleasant Hill. It had some weird, complicated title. This was an interesting event that they did. The premise is that basically Maria Hill had invented this Supermax prison and changed all of the supervillains' memories to try and rehabilitate them into society. It's got a lot of well-known characters in there, and Mark Bagley was the artist on there.
Oh, heck yeah.
So we are asking $4 for that one. I type in claim Standoff, claim Avengers, claim Av, something like that to add this book to your collection.
Avs. Yeah. We've got some hockey tonight. Game 5. Stanley Cup's in the building. Super excited for this. What's up, Chris? Welcome.
Hello, Chris.
Mr. Chris Lister. So, yeah. I didn't know. I gotta go back and watch some of that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus now, since it's now migrated over from Netflix and everything, and go rewatch the Daredevil series and Punisher and all those awesome series that Netflix put out.
It was interesting with Hawkeye is they introduced a character who was previously in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it wasn't the same person. So it kind of made Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. maybe not canon, but there's a multiverse now, so it's canon to its own universe, I guess.
Right.
So with Standoff, one of the interesting things is this is what led into Hydra Cap.
Okay.
So how Maria Hill brainwashed all these supervillains is that the cosmic cube had been broken, and then when it was reforged, it was turned into a reality-bending little girl, and within this Supermax prison, Red Skull kind of figures out what's going on and he gets his memories back, and he meets this girl and he starts telling her bedtime stories about how great Hydra is and convinces her to bend reality and changes Captain America into Hydra Cap, and that's what starts that off. Yeah, that was a crazy time for comics.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, there's the whole multiverse. It's not like this, the early comics of the 60s and 70s where you just had one universe and
Right.
Spider-Man catches a cold or sprains his ankle or something like that, and now it's just like, multiverse. Like,
I do remember there was an early Spider-Man comic where like the big thing was that like Spider-Man was fighting crime while he had a cold.
yeah. Yeah.
And he like lost his powers because he was sick. Right. All right. So this next one is we got Alien Encounters number 6 from 1986. It's an anthology series, so I don't think you need to have read any of the other books in the series. It was an inspiration for They Live by John Carpenter. So we are asking $8 for that one. So it is Alien, but not related to aliens. What's your favorite sci-fi movie, Brian?
Starship Troopers.
That's a good one. Do you like Starship? It's got like the right amount of campiness to it, I feel.
Yeah, and I love Neil Patrick Harris, so.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the new Doctor Who special that's coming out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. My favorite is probably Event Horizon.
Event Horizon?
Yeah. Nah, if you got kids, probably wait until they go to bed for that one. I don't think I would show that one to the kids.
Alright. Just.
Cool. So next one we got is Black Panther versus Deadpool #1 from 2018, so fairly recent. Vibranium, bullets, and regrowing limbs. This is a Ryan Benham cover, and we're asking $5 on that one. If you want to claim it, add it to your collection. You can type in claim BP for Black Panther, claim BPVD, Black Panther versus Deadpool.
Yeah, I like that cover.
It's very dynamic.
Yeah.
You really feel the energy of them just going at each other. Who do you think's winning that fight?
Deadpool.
I don't know. It's a pretty evenly matched fight.
Yeah.
I think it would probably end at a standstill.
Yeah. Black Panther just cuts up Deadpool and his hand just goes and cuts down Black Panther.
Only one way to find out. You gotta read the series, see what happens. Right. Talking about sci-fi. It's more classic sci-fi than Star Wars, right? This is the action figure variant for Star Wars number 51, the Jabba the Hutt action figure variant. We were asking $60 on that one. So they had to make this one a wraparound cover because the hypothetical Jabba the Hutt figure was so massive they needed both sides of the book to cover Jabba the Hutt. If you want to claim that one, type in claim SW, claim star, something like that, so we know that. Set it aside for you, asking for $60 on that one. Next, got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number. Oh, it unfocused. I don't know. Well, you just have to take my word for it if you can't see. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so this is number 129. This is the Kevin Eastman variant. It's a first appearance in there. I don't know what character that is. We got some notes on some of these books.
Slugthy?
Yeah.
Slugthy?
Asking for $4 on that one for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 129, the Kevin Eastman variant. Classic series.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is one of the newer ones, but I mean, like, Ninja Turtles, me and Lance have talked about this very extensively, but Ninja Turtles is one of those evergreen series. Like, it's always going to be popular. People are always going to like Ninja Turtles. There was recently a game that came out that was like in the vein of the old arcade beat 'em ups.
I saw that. I was interested in that.
It's like one of the highest reviewed games in the series, I think.
Yeah. I pumped a lot of quarters into that game as a child.
I remember the old quarter munchers.
Yeah. And then I played it for Xbox 360, and I got it on the game, Game Pass or whatever it was, and I was like, man, this game's shorter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, this is because they expect you to come back every week, and
Because they make that last part of it so difficult.
yeah. And then when you have those infinite continues.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so this one is the trade paperback for Star Wars Rebels. And we're asking for 60 for this one. The reason why is because it's a trade paperback, but is a one per store exclusive variant cover of the Rebels trade paperback, which doesn't retell stories from the cartoon series. It's more of a continuation spin-off. If you've been watching any of the recent Star Wars stuff, Rebels is really good. If you haven't seen it, so it takes place around the same time period as Kenobi. It's after prequel trilogy, before original trilogy. Expands the universe a bit. We get some new characters, some old characters coming back.
Nice.
And it kind of spun off from Clone Wars. Not directly, like you don't need to have watched all of Clone Wars to watch Rebels. You can just start with Rebels.
Yeah, Sean said TNT Shredder's Revenge, the intro is an homage to the old OG cartoon.
Nice. Very cool. What if they have like a chiptune version of the theme song? That'd be really cool.
What we got next for them?
Got something pretty special that we prepped earlier today. I saw this. We got a big box of some slabbed books. I was like, Brian was like, we should throw some slab books on sale. I'm like, you're right. So we were talking about Denny O'Neil earlier. So this is a fairly early Batman slab with Denny O'Neil writing and Neil Adams on art. So we're asking $280 for this one. You can't crack it open and read it. Well, I mean, I guess you could after you buy it. It's yours. I wouldn't recommend it though. But yeah, fairly early Batman stuff. Just that big dynamic cover, Neil Adams
So
art.
iconic.
Oh yeah. I've definitely seen this cover art referenced a lot.
Yeah. It gets homaged a lot. For sure.
Joker looking almost monstrous.
Right? I was just thinking of Pokemon Gigantamax.
Right?
Gigantamax Joker.
Happy and interesting crossover. I don't know if either Nintendo or DC would go for it, but that would be something worth seeing, I think.
No, for sure.
So if you want to add this one to your collection, type claim Batman, claim Bat, something like that. That's in for $280 for the slab book. CGC slab. We already sent it into them for you. 3.5.
Yeah, heck yeah. So I think we're about right around that time for that first half recap.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Oh, Chris has claimed Batman.
Oh. Dang.
He wants that one.
Chris Lister?
Yeah. Way to go, Chris. Congratulations on that one. It's a solid book. We'll get that one sent out to you.
He's local, so.
Oh, yeah, you can pick it up in the shop that way.
Yeah.
All right. So, like Brian was saying, so if you came in later, we're going to recap all the books that we've already covered. So if you missed something, just type in claim first 3 letters of the title or something like that, and we can get that one set aside for you. We'll keep an eye on chat. All right. The first book, we had Tomb of Dracula 34, asking 8 for that one. Had Giant Size Fantastic Four number 3, we were asking 12 for that one. Ghost Rider number 91, towards the end of that run of Ghost Rider, we're asking 18 for that one. And then this one was the set set of Ghostbusters Year 1, issues 1 through 4. Asking 16 on that one. The full set, all 4 issues for 16. It's Fury of Firestorm Annual, number 1. Asking 4 for that one. Is that weird Ryan Ollie book that we were talking about, Solid Blood, number 17. 1 through 16 don't exist. No books after 17. That's in 6 for that one. And this was another set that we had. Batman 66, 1 through 12. Written by Jeff Parker, covers by Mike Allred. Asking 60 for the set of 12 for that one. And Defenders number 1, the 1 in 25 ratio variant. Asking 20 for that one. Voodoo 1 and 2 from the New 52. Asking 5 for both issues. Spin-off of Jim Lee's Wildcats. Oh, Matthew Collins wanted to claim Solid Blood.
Heck yeah, Matthew. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, good excuse to go talk to Ryan Ollie about that weird book.
Nice claim.
Yeah. Alright, and that one was Teen Titans number 20. That's in 70 for that one. A couple of first appearances in that one. First appearance of New Teen Titans, first appearance of Crush. 70 on that one. Brandis Sonia, Birth of the She-Devil number 2. The Virgin variant covers. No logos or text on that one. $20 for that variant. Avengers Standoff. 4 on that one, written by Nick Spencer. Alien Encounters number 6. That's an 8 for that one. Inspiration for They Live by John Carpenter. Let's see. Black Panther vs. Deadpool number 1. That's an 5 on that one. The Star Wars number 51. The Jabba the Hutt action figure variant with the wraparound cover. That's in 60 for that one. Can fit all of that Jabba on the front cover. TMNT, 129. 4 on that one. And then the last one that I just showed, but in case you forgot, just for consistency's sake, to show everything we've already showed, the Star Wars Rebels 1 per store variant cover trade paperback. Asking for 60 on that one.
Welcome to everyone who's just joining us.
If you see something that you like, type in claim, follow with a very brief description of what you want. Claim SW for Star Wars. We'll get it sent out to you. Or if you're local, you can come pick it up in the shop.
Yeah, if you don't know, we are in Colorado Springs here at 8003 North Academy, right in the same parking lot as the FedEx and Red Robin there, right in front of the Walmart there. On Academy, right up at USAFA, the Air Force Academy.
So we were talking about the boys earlier.
TMNT was issue 129, Henry.
Did you want to take another look at that?
Yeah.
Throw that back up there for a second.
Bring it up there for
I
Henry
have another-
really quick.
I got a new book to show. That. That was the Kevin Eastman variant on 129 for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's $4 on that TMNT.
$4 for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A lot cheaper than the game.
Alright.
Cool.
Just give us a nice little claim TMNT if you're interested in that one, Henry.
Yeah, just let us know. We can get it set aside for you. Just because it's not on the screen you want to claim that one, and red? I don't know what he means by that.
Which red book? Is that the Rebels book?
Was it the Star Wars Rebel one per store variant cover? That one back in there. So it's 60 on that one. And the one per store exclusive variant cover.
Oh, Red Sonja.
Oh, Red Sonja. Yeah. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. I wasn't sure if that was a typo, like you meant red, as in Rebels or something like that. That was $20 on that Red Sonja Virgin variant cover. Yeah.
Got you on that Red Sonja.
Totally clean, no logos, no text, just a beautiful Red Sonja art.
Alright. Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. And since we were talking about The Boys earlier, I wasn't sure if I wanted to show this one because, you know, The Boys is some pretty mature content. But this one is The Boys, Dear Becky, number 2. We're asking 10 for that one. If you've seen The Boys, it needs no explaining. If it does need explaining, it's not something I can do on a Facebook live stream.
Yeah, I could only imagine with that after that first episode of season 3.
Oh yeah, I have not caught up on the TV show, but I have seen a clip that was pretty intense for that one.
Yeah.
I believe that when the first season dropped, they just released the entire first season all at once, and then they did episodic releases starting with season 2.
Yeah. Yeah, because they released the first couple. I thought.
Oh, are they doing them in like chunks like they did for Invincible, where it was
It
like
might-
2
it might
episodes
be.
at a time? Alright.
What's up, Isaiah? Welcome.
Hello, Isaiah. That's another one I'm really looking forward to coming back. More Invincible. They confirmed that there's 2 more seasons in the works. I think season 2 is going to come out next year.
Heck yeah.
Alrighty. Actually, you know what? We got some claims. Let's do a giveaway. So we're gonna do a free giveaway. So just type in claim free. If you'd like us to add this to the books that you're already getting, or we can always send it out to you if you are not local. Jason was on top of it. He's like, I want it. So this is the second print of Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer. This is the first issue. So great jumping on point, Jason, if you want to start reading Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer.
Jason Reeves, congratulations.
Alrighty. So next one we got is 100-page Batman Giant number 1. They've done quite a few of these 100-page specials. It's always like an anthology series, so a bunch of different stories within the book to read. If there's one thing that's not for you, there might be some other stories in there. Asking for 5 on that one, and it is 100-page giant. They had the square binding on that one because it's just so thick.
Nice. 100 pages for $5. That's
Right.
big. That's gotta be below cover price.
I think it is just, we didn't mark it up. It's just still right at cover price.
Okay.
5 on that one.
Okay then.
Featured one of the villains of the featured Lord Deathman. So he first appeared in the Japanese Batman comics, the Bat manga, which I think you can get reprints of it in English. It's insane and nothing like any other Batman thing you've ever seen. It's pretty wacky. I would recommend checking it out, at least looking into it if you're not familiar with it. Great. Cool. We were talking a lot about Doctor Strange, so let's throw a Doctor Strange book up there. So this one, we got Doctor Strange number 173 from 1968, written by Roy Thomas and art by Dan Atkins. Asking 35 on that classic Doctor Strange from the 60s. Since it's an older book, if you want to check out the condition on the corners and the binding. Asking 35 for that one. Yeah, this one would probably look pretty good slabbed. I don't know what the grade would be, but
Good press would probably do some wonders to it.
I think so. That's weird.
What we got next for them?
So, next, a little more recent than 1968. This is Something is Killing the Children #3. Kind of a runaway series for James Tynion. Like, it's not #3, number 23. Really kind of exploded in popularity. I haven't checked it out yet, but I've only heard, like, really good things. And I like Tynion as a writer quite a bit.
That's a good series. It's definitely worth the read.
It's kind of is it like an occult horror story?
So they're kind of, she's like a monster hunter, and they kind of like have a society of monster hunters that go around and hunt monsters.
Interesting.
They got like spirits that help them see them and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Tynion has a history of writing like solid horror stuff, so it's definitely worth checking out.
His newest series, Closet, seems really interesting. About a recurring nightmare that he's had from his childhood.
Yeah, I was reading about that, and I think it's like a 3-issue miniseries. But yeah, using his childhood trauma to inspire his comic book writing.
Yeah, if you haven't read it, it's definitely a good read. There's trade paperbacks. There's been slaughter packs that have came out with David Mack covers that are fantastic.
Oh, I do like David Mack.
Yeah. You can get 5 issues usually for around $40. Reprintings, like I think it's like the 16th reprint or something. If something is killing the children, because there's been so many of them.
Yeah, it's been running for, because I mean, like, that one is not a recent issue. Like, they've still been.
Took a little bit of a hiatus too.
Yeah. Great. Got a set here. Had to fish this one together, but this is an interesting one. We were actually talking about it a little bit ago. So we got Invincible. It is number 138 through 143, so towards the tail end of the series. I believe 144 was the last issue that was published of Invincible. I got a lot of content to work with the TV series, because I believe season 1 only covers like the first 12 issues or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And for this set, we are asking for $50 for all 6 issues. Almost get you towards the end. Just one issue off. 144 is the last one. Again, Ryan. Well, no, this one is not Ryan Otley. I believe he did the covers. At this point, the original artist for Invincible came back to do the final arc for the interiors for Invincible.
Nice.
Yeah, got some great covers on that final run. They really had a lot to wrap up in that final run of Invincible, so it's very fast-paced. Some key books towards the end. A lot of stuff happens in Invincible. Honestly, almost every single issue is a key book. Just characters introduced, characters dying, characters coming back, cameo appearances, crossovers. Right around the middle of Invincible, there was a giant Image crossover event with like Spawn and Savage Dragon showing up in Invincible.
Heck yeah. Which sounds really awesome.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to them doing that in the TV series. I don't know what the licensing is going to be for that. If Todd McFarlane's going to let Spawn show up in a different cartoon series other than a Spawn cartoon series.
bad. That old HBO series was really good.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah.
I definitely watched it when I should not be watching HBO.
Yeah, exactly.
A little too young for that kind of stuff, but you know. All right, so this one we got Green Lantern number 48, written by Gardner Fox. It's a Gil Kane cover. Asking 10 on this one. If you want to claim it, just type claim GL, claim green, something like that. 1966, some earlier Green Lantern stuff.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it's got the that black and white checkered band across the top the older DC books had. I think those were really meant to be like eye-catching.
Yeah.
So that you would you'd see them on the spinner rack with just the top poking out, and so you would be like, "Oh, that's a DC book. I want to read that." Remember spinner rack? I mean, we have a couple spinner racks at the store, but when that was the only way to display comics, I used to get my comics from a drugstore with the magazine racks.
Yeah. Yeah, go to the local drugstore and pick them up.
It's Long's Drugs here in Springs. All right. This one, little known character. Not many people have heard of Venom, I think is what he's called.
It's not too familiar.
Right. Jokes. Yes, everybody knows Venom is. Venom is awesome. Yeah, this is Venom Lethal Protector number 1.
Second print?
Second print, yeah, I believe. Asking 5 on that one. And it's already been claimed.
Nice.
Venom didn't last very long.
Isaiah, we got you on that one.
All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Isaiah, on your Venom. Let's do... Oh. Actually, since we got a convention coming up, these are always great for conventions. I have a short box of blank covers that I really need to update which ones I have. So this one, it's a Venom number 1 from 2018. This is from Donny Cates' run. I mean, it's a pretty extensive run on Venom. Asking for 25 on that one. It is, let's see if we can read Lance's notes. First appearance of Tyrannosaurus, a symbiote on impersonating Rex Strickland. First appearance of Grendel symbiote. Origin of Sim Soldier Program, aka Weapon V. So asking 25. Oh,
I had Sean Denver claiming V on that one.
nice. All right. Yeah, you can take it up to Fan Expo Denver, get an artist to do an original Venom cover for that only you will have.
Yeah, I got a few Clinton Crane sketches on those.
Nice. Yeah, I had an amazing Spider-Man blank that I was gonna get Humberto Ramos to do a sketch on, but I couldn't afford it. One of my favorite Spider-Man artists. All right. So next, we got Blade Runner 1 and 2 of 2. It's the entire Blade Runner series from 1982. Adaptation of the movie. It's a real quick fire adaptation, did only in 2 issues. Al Williamson for the art and the covers. We're asking 20 for Blade Runner 1 and 2. Alright. I did some sales. I think it's time to do some freebies.
Heck
I
yeah.
think so.
Tom Garcia claiming Bart. What's up, Tom? That's my homeboy from Chicago.
Hey, Tom, we've
Yeah.
not met. Is
Tom.
it still in Chicago?
Yeah, he's still in Chicago.
All right. Well, we'll get Blade Runner mailed out to you, Tom. Appreciate it. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, first claim too in our live sales. Thanks for watching, brother.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man. All right, so for this next one, for the free giveaway, if you want to type in claim free for when that one comes up. Oh, I didn't even put it in front of the camera yet, Sean. All right. We'll still we'll still give it to you. All right. Savage Avengers number 2, with Anti-Venom and I don't know who that other character is on that cover.
It's Weapon H, I believe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's Weapon H. All right, Sean, we got you on that free book.
All right.
He was just on it. That's why you can't give him any warning.
Okay. Good to know. All right. So next we got Carnage number 1 from 2016. It's a Mike Del Mundo cover. Asking 8 for that Carnage number 1. If you want to type in claim car, if you can't type in all of Carnage, if you want to get it quick. Don't have to do the full word.
I think that's number 11. Number 11.
Oh no, you're right. Not number 1, number 11. I'm pretty sure we would ask more than $8 for number 1. My bad.
Because someone was wearing that shirt at TCG Con. He had no idea it was a cover.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's a good
It's a pretty iconic cover. No, you're
You're
Sean.
good, Sean. Don't worry about it, brother.
Just gotta razz you a little bit. Yeah, some guy was wearing it at the TCG Con. I'm like, oh, I love your shirt.
Nice.
He's like, I'm like, do you know that's a cover for a Carnage book? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, it's Carnage number 11. He's like, oh.
Nice. Did you read that series?
He's like, no. Just like the shirt. I'm like, hey, fair enough.
That's a good design.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Marvel 2-in-1 number 4, featuring Thing and Captain America from 1974, Gil Kane cover. Asking for 10 on that one. If you want to type in claim Marvel, something like that.
Something along those lines.
The title's a bit of a mouthful. Marvel 2-in-1 presents The Thing and Captain America. If you want to shorthand that, feel free to. $10 on that one. That one was from 1974. So
Yeah, some of these solicitations, I'm just like, I don't know where you're going with this. Because you got too much going on the cover.
okay, let's take a look at that condition. $10 on that one.
The Batman's killing me too. Batman Detective Comics presents Batman.
Right.
And I mean the dozen other Batman titles that they have coming out as well too.
Always. Well, since we're talking about Batman, why not show some Batman? Also, an overly complicated title as well. Yeah. Batman, The Brave and the Bold, starring Batman and Green Arrow, number 168. This one's from 1980. We're asking 7 on this one. And the camera would stay focused so you can take a look at it. It doesn't look all blurry. If you want to type in $7 on that one, type in claim Bat, claim BMGA for Batman Green Arrow, something like that. So we know which one to get you. We'll mail it out to you, or you can pick it up from the store here in Colorado Springs if you're local.
Yeah, I really dug Green Arrow as a kid.
Yeah,
He was pretty awesome.
I mean, I love the obviously the Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams run on Green Lantern, Green Arrow, classic. Alright. Showing some older stuff. Not necessarily old.
Yeah, because then you'd be calling me old. No, I'm just-
Right? No, like 1975 is not that old for the Daredevil 118. First appearance of Blackwing, son of Silvermane, with Black Widow. I'm asking 10 on that classic Daredevil. They put Daredevil back on Disney Plus, so they might. I think they were saying they were planning on doing something with the Charlie Cox Daredevil, like doing another season.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Yeah, I saw some things about that.
Yeah, if Disney's going to want to do their own thing and just kind of overwrite all of the Netflix Daredevil, or if they're going to continue that series. Alright. Let's change it up a little bit.
Tom, if you're still watching, this one's for you.
Brian knows.
No, we played many of hours of this game together.
Gears of War number 1. Well, Gears of War Hive Busters number 1, is it? And it has the creators of Gears of War, so it has people, the writing team from the game writing the comics. So because they wanted to really do a solid adaptation. Asking $8 on that Gears of War Hive Busters number 1.
I played so many hours of that game.
Oh my god. Yeah, I played a lot of Gears 1 and 2, and I kind of dropped off of the series after that.
3 wraps up pretty well. 4 is okay. Some of those other side ones are okay. Yeah, Tom, that's what's up.
You knew.
Right.
Alrighty.
Who didn't shed a tear when Dom died?
Dom dies? Plenty of time for that one. That's on me. Alright. Had that weird Robert Kirkman book, so we're gonna do another Robert Kirkman.
Yeah.
Walking Dead 193. This is the final issue of Walking Dead that was released. Asking 8 on that one. Ran for almost 200 issues.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was. I know. I don't think it started out that way, but I know for a very long time it was twice a month. And if Robert Kirkman wanted to, he maybe could have kept going with it to the point where it may have outnumbered Spawn. Because Spawn is like 3. Well, Spawn's pretty high up there now.
It's like 320.
Yeah, but I mean,
25, yeah.
Spawn had a pretty good head start on Walking Dead, though. Because previously the longest running indie series was Dave Sims Cerebus. I feel like I talk about this every time we do a live sale, or, well, the one other time live sale, and then also on our auctions on Whatnot. But yeah, Todd McFarlane went back to Spawn to take that title, longest running indie book series, and then kept going with it because Spawn is awesome. Great.
That's a beautiful background cover.
Yeah, Batgirl number 31. An art germ cover.
Yeah.
For $12 on that Batgirl number 31.
Archon, he's low key. He's just kind of came out of nowhere, it seems like, and he's just putting out.
Just kind of exploded, right? I think that he's also done like movie posters and stuff like that. I mean, his art has a very cinematic feel to it.
Yeah, he's got really good handle on perspective and like how to place things, and the rule of threes. I know Lance was giving me a lecture on, and
That's where
yeah,
both Lance and I are in college for art right now, taking classes.
yeah. So Lance gives me a little art lessons while we're going along here.
Just some interesting tidbits.
Just the way you place it. I mean, I kind of use similar when I did a lot of photography and stuff myself.
Yeah.
You know, just composition and stuff.
Yeah, just some general rules for making pictures look nice.
Right. Yeah, I played. Me and Tom and a couple of all of our buddies. We played so much Gears of War as adults.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those series where like they were gravitating away from split screen, but Gears still maintained split screen co-op.
Yeah, it's a great series.
All right. So we got crossover number 1. This is the 1 in 100 variant cover. So
Say what?
yeah, so a store would have had to order 100 copies of crossover number 1 to get 1 copy of this cover. This is written by Donny Cates. Cover art by Ryan Stegman. You might recognize that team from Venom. We're asking 30 on that one. If you want to claim it, do claim cross, claim CR, something like that. Add this one to there. It was a crossover. It is what it says on the label. It's crossover. It's Image Comics, right? They're just
Yeah.
crossing over as many properties as they would let Johnny Cates get his hands on, which is a lot. You know, with a very established writer, they don't really restrict them that much in Image.
It's based in Denver. As
Really?
well. Yeah, it's based in Denver. So there's like a split in like there's a split in the universes, and all these comic characters are starting to come out of the comics. So they put a giant dome over Denver to trap them all in there.
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to check out
Yeah, it's
crossover.
yeah, it's still. I feel like we haven't gotten an issue in a few months here, but some of those books have been doing that lately. It seems like She-Hulk #4 just coming out next week, and I feel like it's been forever since we got She-Hulk #3, and we were getting them rapid fire there for a second, and then all of a sudden, like it just you didn't see them. So
Yeah, you know, it's always hard to tell when stuff is going to end up going on hiatus and they push stuff out.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
think
distribution and things like that are just becoming logistical nightmares.
I am sure.
Yeah, it's. I found out it was based in Denver because I think they're on issue 12. I want to say now. For that crossover series, because I thought it was gonna be just a 10-part series, but it just kept on going.
And going. I'm gonna have to try and find some trade paperbacks for that one, because if I spent $30 on the first issue, I'm not gonna open it up to read it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Definitely not. All right, so got Radioactive Spider-Gwen #6 asking for 5 on that one. This is, I believe this, if it's not the first Spider-Gwen series, it's the second one. Because at that time, Marvel did like a reboot shortly after a reboot, because I remember there are some series that got renumbered within a year of releasing. I think Spider-Gwen was one of them. I think Squirrel Girl was one of them. But yeah, if you want to check out some Spider-Gwen, see what Spider-Gwen's about, if you enjoyed the movie Spider-Verse, you can check out her universe's version of Captain America throwing the shield on the cover there.
Yeah.
Well, not on the cover, off the cover, throwing the shield onto the cover.
And you got Green Goblin's eye in the background.
Some interesting takes on the Spider-Man Rogue Gallery within the Spider-Gwen universe.
Yeah. Matt Murdock is Kingpin.
Yeah,
in that series.
Matt Murdock's like a dirty lawyer. It's interesting because they really, with it being an alternate universe, they could kind of do whatever they wanted, and sometimes it gets a little darker than the main Spider-Man series.
Yeah, because Peter Parker is the Lizard in that one.
Yeah, Peter Parker turns into Lizard, and that's like the first villain that Gwen had to deal with when she got her powers. It was like he created the Lizard Serum himself to try and, because he idolized Spider-Woman and he wanted to be a superhero too, turned himself into a big green lizard. Good intentions, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean, you gotta find a cool variant for your Spider-Gwen because you got a Sideshow statue. That's awesome.
Nice.
Which one did you get? Is that the one that I believe Mark Brooks is the inspiration for? Because I know we have one as well in the store signed by Mark Brooks, which is super awesome. Because I love Spider-Gwen. My wife loves Spider-Gwen, so.
Yeah, she was a character that, like, I don't think they really expected to blow up like that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it has to do with the costume. She has such a great costume.
Yeah, that pink and blue. So good.
Alright, so for this one, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #104. This is a 1-in-10 ratio variant, which means that stores only got one of these for every 10. They could order one of these for every 10 copies that they ordered of the regular 104. Asking 75 on that one for the Turtles variant covers. I think Turtle variant covers are kind of, with it being more of an indie series, a little more of an anomaly, which is why they have to ask for you to order 10 copies of the regular book to get a variant.
I want to say that's one of the first covers. Yeah, the pose with the street sign. Okay.
Nice.
I think that's the one we have. Yeah, that's the same one we have at the store. I believe Venus de Milo makes an appearance somewhere on this cover in there. There's someone who you just kind of see an arm of someone, and it's one of their first cover appearances. You just kind of see
Oh,
an
that's
arm.
interesting.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm trying to
Is it-
remember what it was.
It's a variant Last Ronin cover. I mean, this isn't Last Ronin, but is it a reference to Last Ronin?
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I think this would be around when that series was starting, right?
Yeah, because that just finished too.
Yeah.
Not a month ago.
That was another one with kind of a crazy schedule, kind of hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
You get one issue, and then 3 months go by, no issues. Get 2 issues in a row, and then skip a month, and then you get the next issue.
And then I don't know how long it was between 4 and 5.
Crazy long hiatus. Right.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah, we got that same one. We got because we had Mark Brooks at our store, so we got him to sign the bottom of our statue, which is super cool. Because the artwork is based off of Mark Brooks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
for
cool.
for that sideshow statue.
Let's see. I'm trying to find something that we didn't show last time we did a sale, because I think I've shown a couple of them. Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah, Extreme Carnage Alpha, not even numbered. Asking 5 for that Extreme Carnage. There's all kinds of symbiotes on that cover. Is that one? It looks like that one might be a wraparound cover because somebody's reaching around.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it if it was. You know, you got is that Toxin in the back there and Scream in the front, and is that Sleeper there too?
Yeah.
Yep, Sean Clayman EC.
Nice. Get that one sent out to you.
Yeah, because we did what Alpha and then Omega would be the final one.
Nice. So was it like it was like the beginning, was it a story arc within the main Carnage series? Something like that?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
Right. Got Daredevil 181, Facsimile Edition. Frank Miller, Daredevil. Reprints Death of Elektra. That's in 5 on that one. If you've not read any of the Frank Miller Daredevil, some classics run on that character. They really took a lot of inspiration from Frank Miller's Daredevil for the Netflix series.
You could see that for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even like the first costume that he has before he has a costume, when he's wearing all black with the mask.
And anybody got an update on the Avs game? Just joking.
Is that why it's so quiet? Oh, I remember these. Cool. So, during the New 52, DC did a series of like polybagged variants. So it was one of different variants that you didn't know which one you were going to get until you bought the book and opened up the polybag, because we weren't going to open up the polybag for you. This one is Green Lantern number 47. We're asking for 5 on that one. As a Darwin Cook cover, because he did some of those polybag. I think each artist did a certain amount of covers for each book. So like there'd be like a possibility of one of 4 Darwin Cook Green Lantern variants or something like that. It's an interesting idea. Also a great way to get somebody to buy 8 copies of the same book because they want to complete all of those covers.
I think doesn't it has something to do with Harley Quinn's little black book too?
I think so.
That series too. because it ties in with Green Lantern as well too.
Yeah, it was Amanda Connor was on the
Yeah.
Harley Quinn series.
Oh, I think she's still on it.
I think she still is. I thought she was doing like Captain Marvel. I think she was doing the art for that one
Yeah.
too. Talking about taking inspirations for TV shows, they took a lot of stuff from that Harley Quinn series for the cartoon.
Yeah.
Have you watched that yet?
Oh yeah, it's such a good series.
The I've seen it posted on the clip on Facebook so many times. One of the best scenes in it is when Joker unmasks Batman. Finally gets one up on Batman, and Joker starts asking the real questions when he finds out who Batman is. Right. All right.
Got a little
This is a little.
set there.
Yeah, a little bit of set. Ooh. Not a small an issue, but this is Eternals 1 through 4 from 1976. Jack Kirby, first appearance of the Eternals, first appearance of Icarus, second appearance of Ajax. Number 2 is the first appearance of Ajax. Number 3 is first appearance of Cersei. So for this full Jack Kirby set of Eternals 1 through 4, asking $200 for some classic Jack Kirby.
Yeah, those are just getting harder and harder to find these days.
Absolutely. Yeah, any of those Jack Kirby books. Any there was the movie for Eternals.
It was okay. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I thought it was alright. I mean, it was really kind of middle of the road for Marvel's more recent stuff.
But, you know,
Yeah, not bad.
not bad. Yeah.
Not their greatest movie, but I mean, you know,
Can't have bangers every time.
not every time. Which one do you think is your favorite Marvel movie, Brian?
Oh. It's not even a Marvel movie. It's hands down. It's a crossover Sony Marvel movie.
Yeah,
So Spider-Man. So I love
Nice.
Spider-Man.
yeah, the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies are
I
great.
think he's fantastic. Toby was great. Like he was, I mean, back in the 2000s when they were making those Spider-Man movies,
Yeah,
he was a little too angsty for me.
I think
You know what I mean?
it was kind of the time, I guess. It
Yeah.
was- But yeah, no, I love Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, but no, Tom Holland is probably my favorite
Yeah.
live-action Spider-Man.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield's up there for me too. They're kind of 1A, 1B for me for Tom Holland and
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield. Just because that's the Spider-Man I knew. Like he was, when he put that suit on, he had that cockiness to him. You know, he just had the quick whip to him and everything. You know, like that's not nothing against Tobey Maguire or anything because he didn't rate it. So
Right. Well, I don't think there's been any bad casting for
Oh,
Spider-Man.
heck
Just all of the actors who have portrayed Spider-Man, just like, yeah, I could see it. That's Peter Parker.
if we're going straight MCU, Thor Ragnarok.
Nice. That's a good one. I think Thor Ragnarok's definitely up there for me. I really like Winter Soldier is one of my favorite ones. Ant-Man. I probably saw Ant-Man like 3 times in theaters.
There's love for Toby. Just it's just not the Spider-Man I grew up with.
All right, we got Plastic Man, number 3 of the 6-issue miniseries by Gail Simone, asking $3 for Plaz.
That's an Alex Ross cover too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's I mean, a little horrific, I think. Maybe it's because of the red tones,
Yeah.
but a little more intimidating than Plastic Man usually is. Usually he's cracking jokes.
Yeah. You don't see Alex Ross doing some of these covers like that.
Right? I mean, he did. I think he was busy because he was doing like he did all the covers for Immortal Hulk.
Immortal Hulk.
Yeah, which I don't think that one was that recent, but yeah, like some great covers on
Yeah.
that series.
He's doing Iron Man.
Oh, is that what he's doing right now? Is Iron Man?
He was recently doing Iron Man. I don't know if he's off of it now.
Next one we got is Uncanny X-Men number 247. Asking for that one. If you want to claim that one, you just type in claim X-Men, something like that. Claim 247, because it's issue 247. Witness the fearful fate of an X-Man.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mr. Lance? Yeah, he's still on Iron Man.
Yeah. Lance joining us from remote.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining in, Lance.
Yeah. So he's trying to, and Black Panther too. Yeah, he's doing Black Panther as well. Thank you for that.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I haven't read any of the recent Black Panther stuff.
It's, I mean, what, that Black Panther 3, the 1 in 25 shot up to like $425.
That's crazy. That's not even that high of a ratio variant.
Yeah, that's why I was like, a 1 in 25? Like, usually, like, $25, $30 for a 1 in 25, but it's, I can never remember his name. It's the first appearance of, I can't remember his name, but he shuns Wakanda technology, and it's just gonna change the world of Wakanda forever because of his appearance.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like, every couple of months or so, there's some kind of event that's going to change the world forever. But, them's the breaks with comics. Always fluid and changing. Never stays the same. Alright. So this one is Captain America number 354, Facsimile edition. Printed in 2021, so last year, is a reprint from 1989. It reprints the first appearance of U.S. Agent John Walker. Asking $4 for that one. You can claim it was Claim Cap, Claim CA, something like that. John Walker, as we saw in the Falcon Winter Soldier TV series.
Yes. I just saw a graded one going on Instagram. I follow a lot of comic pages on there. And it was up there. So if you want to be able to read this one too.
Yeah.
Or just to own it, because
just have it in your hands of a reprint of a classic key issue. Because they did a lot of those, like the Facsimile reprints and the True Believers reprints was a great way to kind of read those stories that you would never be able to afford.
Yeah.
Like, I'll never have a Hulk 181, but I could get a True Believers Hulk 181.
Hard facts.
Great.
John Walker portrayed by Kurt Russell's son. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for that little tidbit, Lance. He's that one guy with the hair, right?
Yeah.
In that one show and movie.
Yeah, everybody knows that guy, right?
Lance does.
All right. So I found this one earlier today and thought, that'd be a pretty good one for a live sale, so let's do that.
Heck yeah.
So, Hulk Raging Thunder number 1 of 1, because it's a one-shot. So this one, it's the first appearance of Lyra, the daughter of Hulk and Thundra. And we're asking 10 for that key issue, that first appearance of Lyra. Do you think we'll ever see a solo Hulk movie?
Didn't we have one with Edward Norton?
We did, and I believe that is considered part of the MCU, but we haven't seen one since.
They're just gonna go around smashing things. I don't know how much plot line you're gonna get.
Well, you can get plenty of plot line from the Hulk. Yeah, I think what would be interesting to see, since they're doing multiverse stuff, is since we have Mark Ruffalo as Edward Norton's Hulk, but see Edward Norton come back as like a different universe version of Hulk. See him play like Maestro or something like that. I think would be really cool.
Yeah, Maestro would be really cool, or
Have him,
or get World War M.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's all wrapped up in Universal Studios rights.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why they can't do a solo movie. Because
These IPs just get a little.
they're not even as loose with it as they are with Spider-Man, because we get solo Spider-Man stuff. But
Yeah.
all right. We had a few video game adaptation stuffs, but here's another one. So this is, instead of Microsoft, we're going with Sony. God of War #1, from the Dark Horse comics. Obviously, as you can see, by Dark Horse. So asking 10 for the God of War #1. They're supposed to be releasing the second one maybe this year. I think the idea is to do it this year, but with games, release dates are never set in stone until I have it in my hands.
Yeah. That's another game I played many of hours on.
So if for those of you who don't know, the premise of the God of War game series is the original series took place in Greek mythologies. You played as Kratos, who was this original character who had major beef with the Greek gods and brutally murders them, which offsets the balance. It's all the gods are dead. Crazy stuff happens. Basically, the end of the world happens. And then several years later, in this God of War series, it's Norse mythology. And Kratos is a grizzled old man with a son.
Yep, that's the one I'm currently playing right now. So, yeah, Cedric said no plot needed for a Hulk movie, just a full movie of Hulk smashing for hours. Yeah. Sean said, yeah, they should be releasing God of War this year.
Hopefully. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
Fingers crossed.
That's why I've been holding on to my PlayStation 5. I haven't touched it since Ratchet and Clank came out last
You
year.
gotta play Miles Morales Spider-Man.
I did play. I bought it with my
Okay.
PS5.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, Ratchet and Clank came out like June of last year, and I haven't touched it since. Actually, my cat likes to use it as a perch to look out the window, so hopefully it still works.
Yeah, Tom, She-Hulk coming out later this year. Don't know if they have rights for a solo movie.
Right, that's probably why they're doing She-Hulk instead of Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, we can do a solo series with She-Hulk, with Mark Ruffalo Hulk in it, but not a solo Mark Ruffalo.
Ghostwire was a fun game, Tom said.
I haven't played that one yet. It's on my wish list. What I'm probably going to do is all the games I want to play that come out this year is I will wait until Black Friday, and then I will buy them all at huge discounts. There were a couple of games that I didn't wait for, like Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, because I love Star Wars. Alright, so this one is Batman Beyond #25. This is a variant. It's a first appearance of Elena Grayson. Dave Johnson cover art. Asking 20 for that variant for Batman Beyond #25. This is Dan Jurgens coming back to Batman Beyond. He wrote the new 52 Batman Beyond series, which was really solid. I'm trying to remember what it was. There was some twist that he did in that series that set a lot of people off. I thought it was an interesting idea, but like, I think it had something to do with Dick Grayson. That people were not very fond of, but it's the Batman Beyond universe. It does its own thing. Also, Fan Expo Denver, Will Friedle, who played Terry McGinnis in the Batman Beyond animated series, is gonna be there.
Yeah, I love that series.
I'm gonna get him to sign a box set. I
Yeah.
have a box set and an art book for Batman Beyond. I'm pretty sure I think I'm gonna get him to sign the box set.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, Cedric. I have also been playing a lot on my PC. Cedric said I switched to PC off the
Saw that,
console.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair
Should-
point.
You should play Ultima Online.
I played Ultima Online a long time ago. I don't know when I got the time for MMOs anymore.
I can hook you up. I got a few billion in gold.
Oh, okay. That's
I got
awful
a house,
nice of you.
What you need? What you need?
Let's take a look. I'm trying to find something really good. Or it's at least something weird, maybe. Yeah, that's weird. Do that. Mazebook #1 by Jeff Lemire. Yeah, he did he did the comic series Sweet Tooth, which was adapted by Robert Downey Jr. into the Netflix series. Jeff Lemire is one of my favorite writers for indie books. His stuff is incredible. I met him the first and only year I went to San Diego Comic Con. Okay. I went in 2012, so I met him right before he kind of blew up, which was right before the launch of New 52 when he was doing like Animal Man, and then he did a bunch of other stuff. I think he did Justice League Dark, I think was one of the other series that he did. Yeah. Asking $4 on that Jeff Lemire book. This one is number 1, so you can get in on this series. I think Nate's book is fairly recent, right?
Within the last few years, I believe.
Yeah, I think this was the last thing he did because he has another book coming out soon that was featured for Free Comic Book Day. Yeah, love Jeff Lemire. Super nice guy.
Yeah.
Very down to earth. I don't think he really does conventions anymore.
Yeah, some of these guys don't do much of the circuit.
Yeah.
They're no Sam De La Rosa. That man puts in work.
Right?
He just seems like he's everywhere.
Not everybody can be Sam De La Rosa, though.
It's just like, he's like, I'm here, and then I'm here, and then I'm there, and then it's like, where do you, like, are you flying? Are you driving? What are you doing? Like, how do you make it to these shows all the time?
He probably doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Or he sleeps on the plane.
Yeah.
Alright, so got another slab book. I was waiting till the end, towards the end, to do this one, just because this one is awesome. So it's slabbed at a 9.8. We got Venom number 9, which is, would you focus, please? Alright, so Venom number 9. It's slabbed with the gold band because it's a verified signature. It's signed by Donny Cates. This one is, we are asking $200 for this one because it's a signed, slabbed 9.8 book. Signed by Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman cover and interior artist. It also features the first full appearance of Dylan Brock, who's the current Venom.
Yep, after the fallout of King in Black and Null, the big baddie in that series.
Son of Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want a key Venom book signed by the writer.
Get that signature in there.
That's a good point.
Donny Cates down there.
So I was looking at, I saw it was signed, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, which one of them signed it? Was it Stegman or Cates? And Brian was like, it was Cates. I was like, oh yeah, because Stegman, it's...
You don't see the Stegosaurus.
You don't see the Stegosaurus, which Lance and I were talking about. Like, that's just such a great signature. It's so designy. It's immediately you know it's him. You don't even have to try to make out the signature.
I mean, I like Donny Cates. I like his writing. But his signature needs to... he needs to step his game up a little bit.
How long has he been writing Venom? Because I know he has done like a very extensive run on the character.
Yeah, it was the 2018, and I think it just wrapped up last year, 2021, with 5. 2020, 2021, somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, it was a few years that they were doing around. 35 issues. I'm sure that I think there's 485 variants of the covers. Like, you know, if you want the 35 book series and you want to actually complete the set. Yeah, we go from one sale and blow up with some fire like this. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's the way we do. That's the way we roll.
Well, we got to find some stuff to hold you guys over because we're not doing a sale next week because we will be up for Fan Expo Denver.
So, yeah, come see us. Come
we'll
hang out.
We'll have more slab books like this one.
So I think we're in a good position to recap.
Yeah, let's do a recap. So... Alright, we'll start from the beginning. John Says Fantastic Four, number 3 from 1974 for 12. Got that Ghostbusters mini-series, 1 through 4. Ghostbusters Year 1 for 16. We got another, not a complete set, but a solid run on Batman 66 1 through 12, 60 on that one. With almost all of them are Mike Allred covers, except for 11. It's not a Mike Allred cover. We got two.
I'm somehow rolling back time, saying June 1st, July 1st through 3rd.
Right.
Fan Expo.
Voodoo 1 and 2 from the new 52, 5 for both of those issues, 1 and 2. Got Tomb of Dracula 34, $8 on that one. Got Ghost Rider number 91 towards the end of that, close to the end. I don't think it's the final book, but close to the end. 18 on that run, or 18 for that book. All right. Firestorm Nuclear Man Annual number 1 from 1985. Asking 4 for that one. Got that Defenders variant. Defenders number 1 variant is the 1 in 25 variant for 20. That Teen Titans number 20 with some first appearances in that one for 70. Do that Standoff event tie-in, 4 for that one. It spun into Hydra Cap. Crazy stuff. Alright. Alien Encounters for 8. Is that was number 6 of that one? Alien Encounters number 6 for $8. Black Panther vs. Deadpool number 1 from 2018. Asking 5 for that one. Oh, had a claim.
Claim TT.
Which one's... Oh, Teen Titans. It's claim Teen Titans.
Alright. Heck yeah, Cedric. Great
70 on
pickup.
that one, yeah. Excellent choice. Alright, Black Panther back up there. That is the Star Wars action figure variant with the Jabba the Hutt wraparound cover. Couldn't fit all that Jabba on the front. 60 for that one. This is the Star Wars Rebel 1 per store variant cover for the trade paperback. Got asking 60 for that one because it is a one only. You could only order 1 per store. They wouldn't send you any more. And we got The Boys, Dear Becky number 2 for 10. That black and white variant cover. Giant size, or not giant size. That's Marvel's thing. Batman Giant, 100 pages for $5.
Just kind of help you out here.
I appreciate it. Get some more room on there.
Yeah.
All right. Doctor Strange 173 from 1968, 35 on that one. Something is Killing the Children, number
23?
Number 20, I believe that is number 23. $4 on that one. We had that set of Invincible. It was Invincible towards the end of the run, almost the end. 1 issue shy. It was Invincible 138 through 143. 50 for that set of Invincible. Some of those Invincible books get really high up there. I think I saw one was still Invincible number 1 first print was still going up to like 1200.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Green Lantern number 48 from 1966. $10 on that one. Carnage number 11 with the cover based off of the t-shirt. $8 on that one. Marvel 2-in-1 presents The Thing in Captain America. Number 4 for 10 on that one. Got Batman Brave and the Bold, number 168, featuring Batman and Green Arrow. 7 on that one. That one's from 1980.
Say about 5 times fast.
All right. Batman Brave. Probably my favorite animated version of Batman is Batman Brave and the Bold. Love that series. Daredevil number 118, $10 on that one. Walking Dead 193, the final issue of Walking Dead for $8.
Jeez. That's a good deal.
Almost. He couldn't have held on for 7 more issues, making even 200.
Seriously.
I mean, the size of the final issue is... It's an oversized book. It's got the square binding on it. No staples in that one. Batgirl number 31. $12 on that one for the Art Germ cover. Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
Crossover number 1, the black and white variant. That was a 1-in-100 ratio variant. More Donna Cates for 30. That TMNT number 104. 75 on that one.
That's a 1 in 10, right?
That one's a 1-in-10 variant. The reason why it's so high is because we were talking about it's a weird first appearance on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reprint of Daredevil 181 for 5 on that one. Get the Frank Miller Daredevil, Death of Elektra. Got the Green Lantern, Harley's Little Black Book polybagged variant, so you don't know which variant you get until you open it up. $5 on that one. This was part of a set. Not an inexpensive set either. You get what you pay for with that Jack Kirby art. $200 for the Eternals 1 through 4 from 1976. Plastic Man number 3, $3 for 3.
Alex Ross cover on that one.
That's what I was on Plastic Man. X-Men number 247, $4 on X-Men 247. Got Captain America. This is another reprint one. First appearance of U.S. Agent John Walker. Oh, got a claim on Uncanny X-Men.
Nice.
There's $4 for that Uncanny X-Men.
Cecil. Congratulations.
Nice grab, Cecil. Got Hulk Raging Thunder one shot. First appearance of Lyra. $10 on that one. Daughter of the Hulk.
I got some more Uncanny X-Men if you're interested, Cecil. I just picked up some.
Yeah, you just did a buy recently for some Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah. We'll talk.
Number 2 of that God of War, we just showed the number 1 for. $7 on that one. Which was the next one. It was God of War number 1. 10 on God of War number 1. You 1 and 2 together for 17. Not too shabby. Got the Batman Beyond number 25 variant for 20. And then lastly was Maze Book by Jeff Lemire. $4 on that one.
Nice. Heck yeah. What a great... I mean, we had some great books this week. We greatly appreciate you guys joining us.
Well, I mean, technically this was the last one that we showed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can't forget about that.
Yep.
The Slab of Venom, Slab of 9/8.
Jason Reed is claiming both the God of Wars.
All right, Jason. I grab those for you, Jason. There you go.
Alright.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming to the live sale. Got some good picks this time.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you. We appreciate you guys joining us every week. We won't be here next week because we'll be up in Denver doing the Fan Expo. So we won't be here. So just keep that in the back of your mind that the live sale won't be happening next week. We will see you the following week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So we love you guys. Thank you and have a great night.
All right, take
And go
care.
Avs!
Go Avs!